Today we're playing Stanley Parable. Right. So I think we all know what Stanley Parable
This is the
is.
story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk,
This
telling
looks
him
like
what
some
buttons to push and
player
when to
mod
push
from
them exactly
Gary's
when.
mod.
This
He
is
looks like
what
some player
employee
mod from Gary's
427
mod.
did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
Killer Queen. That's basically what it sounds like. He sounds like fucking
Something
Yoshikage Kira.
unexpected
That's all he sounds like. Hello. What a wonderful day in the office space. Dun 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 dun.
all of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Hmm.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Can't jump. What's my controls? Crouch, sprint, move, interact. Yeah, but where's the was there not a jump button? I need to lower down this fucking. Give me 2 seconds. This fucking mic is too frick. It's actually too loud. Like I can kind of hear myself, but okay. I don't know. How do you jump? Can you jump at all? You can't jump. Seems like. Seems like you can't jump. Seems like crouching's kind of like jumping, but anyway. Seems like the control scheme is just easy. You can't jump. Seriously, we disabled it. Seriously, are you joking? Like you can't jump? I want to jump at the window. I just want to jump at the window. You know what I mean? All right. Hello. Hello. Alright, that's locked. Hmm. All these doors are fucking locked. Maybe someone's hiding in now. This feels like the back rooms all of a sudden.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
I just wanna now buy
Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring.
That's
It had
from
really been
Gary's
worth the
mod.
detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
I'm not listening to you. I'm not your. I'm not going in there. Look at that. That looks like a.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
This is funny. Warning: do not jump across from the cargo while the lift is in motion. It will cause death. Penalty for misissue from cargo lift. $1,000, a grand for just mishandling a step. Penalty for jumping. 5,000.
Look,
Fuck
Stanley,
you.
I think
Fuck
Perhaps I
you,
could not
fuck
only
you,
offer a
fuck
job,
you,
but
fuck
another
you,
company
fuck
that could
you,
pay well.
fuck
I
you.
realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time.
I'm not
So
following
what
your
do you want?
missteps.
Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why,
Yes.
I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me
Right.
prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
No, I won't give you a chance because you fucking kill
Now
me.
listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
This feels like the fucking Matrix. Hmm. That is kind of ironic. Should I do it? Yes or no? Go in the red door. What door you told me to get through again? Oh yeah, that's right. You told me to get into the blue. I am such a rule breaker. Like literally, I do not go for anyone's rules. Let me see. Should I follow his orders or should I not? I'm bored as hell. I don't know which one should I go for. What if I just stay here? Can you? Probably I want to go through the blue door because I want to see it. I want to see what's in the blue door. I'm curious. But the red door as well. I'm curious to see what's in the red door. Oh, let's just go in the red door.
Oh, thank God you are willing to listen to me. Do you see that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time? The
Right.
problem is all these choices. The two of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't here. Running and running and running, just the way you're doing right now. Don't you see that it's killing us, Stanley? I wanted to stop. We would both be so much happier if we just stopped. And I think I have a solution. Here, let me show you. What do we want? What are we looking for? Here. Yes. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? If we just stay right here, right in this moment. No, wait. Where are you going?
It's boring. It's fucking boring. It's just lights.
Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset. We'll lose all of this.
Fuck you. I won't die from stairs. Like you can't trust me,
Please,
mate.
no, Stanley, let me stay here. Don't take this from me.
Huh?
Please, Stanley, think about what you're doing.
Right, tell me before I jump. Anything else to say before I jump? Eh? Convince me, bitch. Alright, fuck you then.
No! Thank God. You lived. You had me worried. No. No, no. What are you doing, Stanley? Please, I'm asking you not to take this away from me. I can't go back to what I was before. If you die, we'll both go back. Why are you doing this?
Because I hate you. They were my chickens!
Stanley, let's go back to the other room. Can you do that for me?
How about I fucking... Right, fine, I'll go in the back door. I go the door you want to go. Seems like I'm not gonna...
Yes. Perhaps you can. Perhaps you finally see what I'm talking about.
It's just lights, mate. I know it's your obsession with lights. Yeah, it's just fucking lights. Look. Oh, woohoo! Lights. Oh, cool. That is amazing. What's the sprint button again? Isn't it like... There should be a sprint button. Oh, fuck you then. I hate this. I hate lights.
My God, is this really how much you dislike my game? That
No.
you'll throw yourself from this platform
I
over and
don't
over to
dislike
do
the game, mate. I
that you'll be
dislike
willing
you.
to kill
You just
yourself to keep
order me
from
around like
dying?
a dog.
Am I reading the situation correctly?
I'm not a dog. How
You
am I
might even
still
just get a
alive?
kick out of it.
I don't know anymore. I just wanted us to get along. But I guess that was too much to ask. It looks like you wanted to make a choice after all.
I do want to make a
Well,
choice
this one
because
is
you.
yours.
Thank you. Because like, can I die, please? Like, does it take forever?
Is it over? It's going to restart, isn't it? No
Well,
going back.
well, what's gonna restart? Never. The end is never. The end is never. I'm back here again. Hello?
All of his co-workers were gone. What
I'm
could it
back
mean?
here again. This is
Stanley
so
decided
fucking
to go to the
Groundhog Day
meeting room.
shit.
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay, what happens if I go like...
When
What if I
Stanley
go in
came
the
to a
blue
set of
door?
2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley
This
knew
is...
it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Wow, yes, this room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
I should do
But
this
Stanley didn't want
ASMR
to go
shit.
back to the
Like,
office.
I can
He
hear my
wanted to wander
fucking
about and get
beard.
even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here it's, left. Oh, no, it's to the right, my mistake. No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please?
He's rustling through papers.
Now, let's see. We went down right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
That's from Left 4 Dead. Okay. What the fuck is this?
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay.
Okay, I had to close my eyes.
We just have to get back to, oh, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my
What is
time
this?
trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning.
No, no,
Suppose we
no,
don't
no,
go
no,
so
no, no,
far
no,
off
no, no,
track.
no, no, no. Don't
Okay,
restart the
from
game.
the
Don't
top.
restart the game. No, no. Hmm. I love how they can do
All of his
that.
co-workers were gone.
I love
What
how
could
they
it
can
mean?
do that. That's
Stanley decided
brilliant.
to go to the meeting room.
What if I did it
Perhaps he had simply
again?
missed a
Would
memo.
he fucking kill me? Oh, this is just an amazing game.
When Stanley... Wait.
What the
What?
fuck?
No, I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Oh, did something change? Stanley,
This
did
is an
you change
amazing
anything on
game.
the
Jesus
control room
Christ.
monitors? Did you move the story somewhere, or... Hold on.
Maybe.
Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story.
Why are you asking
Why
me?
you
That's
always demand
right.
it again?
You write the
I'm
story. You
sure it's
wrote the
here
fucking
somewhere.
story.
Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley.
Fuck.
Let's find the
Well, I like to
story.
go for that one, but... Oh, God. Jesus. Well, they all look nice. I'm gonna go for this one. Oh my God, there's more doors. There's more fucking doors. This feels like the hotel from fucking Doctor Who.
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again?
No,
Well, I
no.
find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
Okay, go. I love this.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
I
Stanley
love this.
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had
This
simply
is
missed a
funny.
memo.
There's no
Okay,
doors now.
let's see.
There's no
Maybe I'm
doors.
reading this wrong.
It's possible the story is back
There's
where
no
we
fucking
just
doors.
came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
Okay, open the door then. All right. Like this is any better.
Aha! I knew we'd miss something. The story. Here it
The
is.
story.
No,
He
wait,
sounds like a
never
British
mind. Not the
man.
story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
Okay.
Now this...
Where the
No,
fuck
I
are
don't
we?
recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I
Where
don't
the
think so.
fuck are
I
we?
can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct?
Where the fuck are
Do
we?
you remember, Stanley?
Yes.
Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win!
Yeah, let's go!
Now
Alright
we don't
guys,
have
that's
to do
it.
work, and it
Good
really paid
job,
off.
that's
So,
my game
good
done.
job. Oh no. No, I
Aww.
don't feel right about this at all. We both
That's
know you
fucking
didn't put
funny.
in any actual work for that win. Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations.
Hey, I won fair and square. I broke the
Anyway,
game.
whatever this place is, I don't care what might happen this time. I have to
Oh,
restart.
for fuck's sake. Imagine just... oh.
I've got a
He
solution.
puts a
This
fucking
time, to
yellow
make sure you
line.
don't
He's
get
like,
lost, I will go
I'm
with the
making
help
sure
of
that
the
I
Stanley
followed his
Parable
line.
Adventure Line. Just
Adventure
follow the
line.
line. How simple is that?
I love this. This is like, follow the yellow brick road.
You see, the line knows where the story is. It's
Just give
over
me
in
2
this
seconds.
direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny. Though,
Almost.
here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Okay, Stanley, I need to follow this train of thought for a minute. Just stick with me. Now, we can both agree that the nature of existence is in fact a byproduct of one's subjective experience of that existence, right? Okay, now if my experience of your existence rests inside of your subjective experience of this office, is this office in fact the skeleton of my own relative experiential mental subjective construct? Whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that.
What are you saying?
I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
Adventure music, let's go. This sounds like fucking Paper Please shit.
Cut the music. Go
Thank
back
you.
and look at that fern. Wait, what? We're back at the office? No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell? Oh, no. How could you have done this to us?
Oh
When
my
I
god.
trusted you. After everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't
We
take
just
this
got back
anymore.
to this.
Restart.
Oh, for fuck's sake. You better teach that line a set. You can fucking hear the Coke can fizz. Here's some ASMR for you guys. Right.
You know what, Stanley? Aside from the adventure line, what's it ever done for us? We're
I like how
intelligent
it's
people, right?
like
Why
trademarked.
can't we make up our own story?
Alright,
Something
go.
exciting, daring,
Okay.
mysterious.
Okay.
Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
Okay. I'm with you on this.
Now, Yes, this is exciting.
No, it's
Just
just
me and
boring.
Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be? Go
Uh,
wild. Use your
uh,
imagination. Whatever it might be,
uh,
Stanley, I'm
uh,
ready for it.
um.
Oh, no, not you again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No
uh,
lines or monitor rooms. Just stated
How about the
reality.
line?
We should be
I should
fine.
have said that. Use your imagination, and I go, how about the line? Oh, that's funny. For
Ah,
fuck's
a
sake, the
choice.
doors
I
again!
get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control. How
What door you want
important
me
we
to go
mustn't
to?
squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute.
Okay.
Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere, the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits.
Oh, why can't I go for the left?
Oh, hold up, what's this?
What the fuck?
The confusion ending.
The
You're telling me
ending.
that's what this is? It's all one
How
giant
many
ending?
endings is there?
And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times? That's really how all this goes? It's all determined?
Find a
So now,
bookstore.
according to the schedule, I restart again.
Narrator
Then what?
starts the
Am I
game.
just supposed to
The
forget?
narrator is
Well, what if
gone.
I don't
As
want to
long
forget?
lives Stanley
My mind
dies.
goes
What?
blank simply because it's
Wander
written
into
here on this
blackness.
thing wall.
The
Well,
game
you
restarts on
consulted
its
me.
own. Find the
Why
line
do I get to
again.
decide? Why don't
Begin
I
to
get a
follow
say in
the
all of
line.
this? Is it
Find
really?
an identical replica
No,
of
it
the
can't be.
office.
I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I
Narrator
won't
forgets the
do it.
previous restart.
And the timer stopped? Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle?
Nope.
The,
Nope.
whatever it is that made this
Nope.
schedule?
Nope.
How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen?
I got an idea. Restart the
So,
game.
okay. I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story. Wouldn't you agree?
No,
I'm not
I
quite sure if
disagree.
we're in the destination
I
or the
fucking hate
journey,
this.
though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope
You're
that's where
boring.
we are right
You're
now.
basic.
We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well,
Eventually.
in the meantime, if you...
What the fuck was that? Okay, I think we're back
All
to
of his
normal.
co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. The lounge was sublime, a work of art. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Right, let me just ignore all the fucking... No, that will
Stanley was
just
so
kill me,
bad
I
at
think.
following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
I think if I just don't follow
Look,
as...
Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot
Wait a
here.
minute.
I'm not your enemy, really. But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Okay. I thought the door was open, so
All
I
of his
thought, like...
co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
That door's open. I wonder what that door goes to. What if I turn off all the computers? Interesting. What if I turn off all the computers or turn all of them on?
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
I'm not trying to find my coworkers. I'm trying to find out what the fuck they have on their fucking computer. Fine, let's go
When
left.
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office,
Oh,
hoping he
that's
might
funny.
find an answer there.
You know, it'd be fucked up if they said, do not let women in.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
I quite like him here. Look at all that. It looks like from Half-Life.
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet.
So wait, if I
No
just wait
reason
in
to
here,
still be here.
alright, I'll just wait here. So the narrator's hating me for staying inside of a fucking broom closet. Okay.
It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He
He's like,
wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
F.A. So, any news?
Are you really still in the broom closet?
Yes.
Standing around doing nothing? Why?
Because it
Please
annoys
offer
you.
me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
Because it annoys you. Because it annoys you. Because if I annoy you, you can't annoy me.
You do realize there's no choice or anything in here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever. I never would have thought to mention it. Maybe to you this is somehow its own branching path. Maybe when you go talk about this with your friends, you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favorite." I hope your friends find this concerning.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I love how in the subtitles you can see
Stanley
the
was
X.
fat and ugly and really, really stupid. He probably only got the
Jesus.
job because of a
Yeah,
family
you're
connection.
now
That's how
just trying to
stupid he
assault
is.
me
That
now.
or with drug money. Also, Stanley's addicted to drugs and hookers.
Jesus Christ. Literally, man, I'm only just standing here in the broom closet
Well,
and
I've come
you...
to a very definite conclusion about what's going on right now.
You're dead.
You're dead. You got to that broom closet, explored it a bit, and were just about to leave because there's nothing here,
He's so
when a
annoyed that
physical
I'm in a
memory of
fucking
some sort
broom
shut
closet.
down your central nervous system and you collapsed in front of your screen. In a situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose.
I would know.
Hello? Anyone who happens to be nearby? The person at this computer is dead. They have fallen prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities. It's indicative of the long-term sustainability of your species. Please remove their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place, making sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on
They
the
just
history
broke the
of
fourth
military
wall
advance
again.
in video
Okay, I'm
games,
writing that down. They
so that
broke the
the
fourth wall
irony
again.
and insightful
That's
commentary of
basically
this
this whole
game
game.
is
It's just
not
basically
lost on
breaking the
them.
fourth wall.
All right. When you've done that, just step out into the hallway.
I bet no. It's annoying you. Just wait here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, let's start a new countdown then. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 2, 1. Like all these fun things to do. Look at this broom.
Ah, second player. It's good to have you on board. You too? Unbelievable. I'm at the mercy of an entire species of invalids. Perhaps there's a monkey nearby you can hand the controls to. A fish? Fungus?
A fungus?
Hammer out the details. I'm not particularly picky. I'll just be waiting for when you're ready to pick up the story again.
Oh, the broom closet, the broom closet, the broom closet. I don't know why he's so like angry that I'm in the fucking broom closet. And the broom closet. Out of all the fucking the rooms out of his mouth, he's fucking fucked up by the broom closet. I think he may be a janitor. Maybe he worked as a janitor one time and he hated the fucking job because he worked like fucking 9 to 5 hours. We getting paid dollars and fucking coppers. Maybe that's why he hates it, because all of his suppressed memories, because he hates the fucking job.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I wonder what's downstairs then. There's something here. You can't read that shite.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss. Admitting he had left his post during work hours, he might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all? None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground.
Oh Jesus, I'm
Then
falling
he
above the
imagined
ground.
himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts.
What?
And while he thought it all
This
very
is so
well, he
weird.
wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams. The truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up.
He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please.
Oh,
It's
this
all
is
I
so
want.
boring.
I want my apartment and my wife and my job.
You have a
All I want
wife?
is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay. Stanley began screaming.
Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I?
And everything went black.
This is so fucking scary.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella. Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had
Stanley.
stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy, this much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day, the very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
Then another one starts again. That's good. My God. And then it's just me again.
Stanley had never seen the office this brightly lit. Was it a sign of something? He hoped it was. He hoped very much that it was.
Wonder if I can get up here. Oh, I can.
At first, Stanley assumed he'd broken the map, until he heard this narration and realized it was part of the game's design all
Oh, for
along.
fuck's
He
sake.
then praised the game for its insightful and witty commentary into the nature of video game structure and its examination of structural narrative tropes. So, now that you're here, what do you think? Isn't this a fun and unique place to be?
Yes.
Why don't we take a minute just to drink it all in? Okay, I'm over it now. What do you think? Are you sick of this gag yet?
No.
Ah, then in that case we'll continue. But now, here comes the real
This is funny.
question.
Oh, look,
What do
there
you
it
think
is.
would have
Woohoo,
happened
there's
if you
the
had
door.
told me that you
Just-
wanted this to stop? Do you think it would have been particularly different? Would I have taken the same idea but rephrased it superficially to fit that answer? Perhaps you never would even have thought of it if I hadn't brought up the issue in the first place. Oh, now think about it. Will it be worth it for you to restart and then come back here just to do the other option? Clearly, this whole gag takes some time. What if the other option is even longer? How long will you spend in total just to have heard all the narration? Oh, and this is rich. Perhaps you've just played the other option, and now you've come to see what happens in this one. So, what do you think? Which choice was the better one? Imagine if you had selected continue on your first playthrough, how tantalizing it would be not knowing what happens when you pick the other option. Indeed, you are one of the lucky ones. Though if the other option is really miserable to listen to, then perhaps you're not. In fact, I'm just going to say that no one who's listening to this is lucky. Well now, I've built up the other option so much that I'm going to stop talking and leave you to your decision whether to come back here, continue with the game,
or just sit in this spot forever and ever. Cheers.
Alright. Alright. So I restart the game then.
Stanley had never seen the office this brightly lit. Was it a sign of something? He hoped it was. He hoped very much that it was. At first, Stanley assumed he'd broken the map, until he heard this narration and realized it was part of the game's design all along. He then praised the game for its insightful and witty commentary into the nature of video game structure and its examination of structural narrative tropes. So, now that you're here, what do you think? Isn't this a fun and unique place to be? Why don't we take a minute just to drink it all in? Okay, I'm over it now. What do you think? Are you sick of this gag yet? Well, I don't know how to say this politely, but you could literally just restart the game any old time you want, like right now. You could have done it just then. Now would also be an appropriate time to quit. Any of these points and so many, many more, all of them are appropriate. I'm enjoying what seems to be an internal conflict going on where you are literally unable to act on your own desires to restart the game. So, just to push the envelope, I'm going to try and make this as miserable as possible and see how long you can maintain. There once was a man named Stanley, who people considered so manly. But the truth must be told, he was